Hello and welcome to another Maximum Power video. I'm Paul. Two things today. I just wanted to do a quick magazine look back, going back 15 years to official PlayStation magazine, August 2000, so yeah, more or less 15 years ago now. But also, I also want to say, first of all, thank you for everyone who's downloaded our latest episode of the podcast. It really has been downloaded really quickly by quite a lot of people, so it's good to see. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Anyone who's obviously not checked it out yet, there's another little bonus bit right at the end of the closing music. We enjoyed obviously recording it, and like I said at the start of the podcast, I think it was, we decided to obviously start doing this decade in review because it's sort of that decade in limbo, you know, where parts of it are becoming a bit more like retro, and yet it's not really seen as being discussed as a, you know, modern year, well, at least at the moment, although, you know, those years have given us quite a few game series to obviously discuss, you know, that still come out now. So obviously when we do get up to things like, you know, the God of War games, you know, like the God of War 3's just come out on PS4, so, well, you know what I'm trying to say, hopefully. I'm not just waffling on. Anyway, apart from that, our next episode is now being planned. I started putting things out on our Twitter page last night, and we're doing an episode on probably one of the most addictive games that I've ever played, the Championship Manager, and then obviously going on to the Football Manager series. Something that I've been playing, to be fair, not so much over the last couple of years. I've managed to wean myself off it again, but something I started playing, you know, back in the Amiga days and onto PC, and obviously spending hours and hours and days and weeks and months on this game. So what we're after is people's, well, you guys, the listeners, MP3s. Of, you know, just about 2 or 3 minutes, just a quick experience, whether or not it's just, you know, what you feel about the game, what sort of got you addicted to it, any sort of, you know, like maybe funny stories or anything like that. And then obviously just send that to, we've now obviously got a email address set up for any MP3s to come in, which is just maximumpowerup@hotmail.com. And then what we can do is obviously give them a quick listen and then edit them into the episode, where really, well, I will come up with the actual deadline. It's probably going to be in about a week's time, you know, just gives you enough time then to edit everything in. But so yeah, it'd be good to obviously hear from you guys, the listeners, what you think about this series. Anyway, like I said, I will obviously put reminders up and everything. It should be a good episode. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think if you can make it, you know, entertaining enough, a few funny anecdotes that I've experienced over the years, which I'm looking forward to sharing. And I think the thing is, there's going to be quite a few things that people can relate to as well when you're actually discussing your footy manager, or Champers, as I used to call it, before it became Football Manager. Anyway, right, just quickly go and have a quick flip through this. So, main story light service from August 2000. Speaking of which, well, not August 2000, but it was in, it was our Tesco Asda, and like with the official PlayStation 4 magazine now, or official PlayStation, £7, you don't even get a disc anymore. That's ridiculous, you know. Anyway, so on the cover here we have got Alien Resurrection. A game I've never actually played. That seems quite late to come out. You know, I'm sure Alien Resurrection was about 1997. Anyway, I'm not going to start talking about films. Just going to quickly look for a few key stories, just to obviously discuss. We've got a few pictures here of the PS1. You know, the nice little small sleek one, obviously with the DualShock pad, and then you've got some sort of mobile app, is it? And some sort of like little Tamagotchi type thing. Must have obviously been Japan only. Well, maybe not obviously, but I've never actually seen it myself. Right, let's just move on quickly. Like I said, I just want to whiz through this. We have a interview with Kevin Keegan. I think at the time, yeah, he was still England manager. Yeah, with the England boss, that sort of gives it away. Then what else have we got? We have got a little feature here with Tony Mott, who used to work on a load of key magazines back in the day. Also got, just moving on a little bit, feature here on Simpsons Wrestling. I never actually got around to playing Simpsons Wrestling, so I never know if it was any good or not. What else? Just move along. I think that's just the thing, it's like there's only certain things that are really worth discussing. Well, on the top 20 charts we've got the first SmackDown game at number 1, and then Jedi Power Battles at number 2, followed by Euro 2000 at number 3. Around this time I was looking at Global Video. Hang on. Yes I was. So a lot of these just played when they came into rent, and like I said on the show in the past, a lot of these games never came back, you know, because of Global Video's brilliant pay for it when you bring it back scheme. Anyway, we've got a feature here on Driver 2. I know there's a lot of fans of Driver 2, and it got mentioned when we did our episode on the 2000. I've also got this one game that I did like, because if you didn't have Champ Manager or Football Manager, like obviously I just briefly mentioned a minute ago, on the consoles, LMA Manager, which was quite good. You know, it was still quite in depth and everything. Done by Codemasters, and I ended up buying that. Like, you know, we did about 3 of them, I think, on PS1, and then obviously it did come out on the other consoles, but didn't really do anything. You know, it did fall away. Just move on a little bit and try and just get to the reviews. We have got, one of the things that I did notice though was, well, this was a couple of years ago, back in the magazines I should say, the game Thrill Kill, how reading that, obviously getting loads of preview space and then never actually coming out. Anyway, one game that did come out in the UK, but the first one didn't, was Parasite Eve 2. Now this is a game I used to actually own, but I could never really get into it. So I don't know if there's any fans of Parasite Eve. I think it was done by, was it, yeah, Square it was done by. Then we also have a feature here for Mel 46. But we do have something that I've never played, but I don't think it got good reviews, the Mortal Kombat Special Forces. So something a little bit different, you know, compared to usual one-on-one fighting game. Just again, move on. Now this was a good game. I really enjoyed these. X-Men Mutant Academy. So did a couple of these on the original PlayStation. So I don't know if there's any fans of X-Men Mutant Academy, but I thought it was really good when that came out, you know, something quite different, definitely. Then there's a feature on Vib Ribbon, a game I've never actually played, but I've heard good things about it. Allegedly when you put music in, you obviously get more levels of something it is. There's something about it anyway, because I did hear someone mention it and get into it quite a bit. Then we've got the feature on Alien Resurrection. Again, I still don't understand why it took so long to come out. I'll just whiz on from there. It's a game I've never actually got around to playing. I've done a big tips section, just mainly focusing around SmackDown by most of it. Now, first review is Front Mission 3. Now, anyone who's watched one of my last videos, I actually got a first Front Mission for Super Nintendo. So, obviously the series did become more popular, here in the UK. I know we've done a few other Function games since that one as well. So what did they rate it? They rated it 8 out of 10. So we say fans of massive mechs. And then we've also got Wipeout 3 Special Edition. Wipeout games, obviously a staple of PS1 gaming. Obviously that was a fantastic series back in the day. Then we've got an RPG that I didn't really get into. Sorry about that, just had a notification. That I didn't really get into. Alundra 2, although I did play the first one. And this really is about it in regards to you know, any decent one game here, which is obviously quite rare. The Adventures of Trombone. They're quite a rare game. 5 out of 10, so it's not even rated that well. But same with Super Nintendo, you know, some of these poorly rated games, obviously, they don't sell that much, and then they're worth a load of money. And it looks like it is about it really, so not too much in there. Obviously you've got PS2, you know, not far behind. Like I say, we started covering that in the 2001 episode that is up now. So anyway, that was that. Again, we will be asking for, you know, your MP3s. And again, check out our episode for episode 6 that went up the other night. And again, if you can, just please leave us an iTunes review. It helps get us noticed. Alright, thanks a lot for watching. See you soon. Bye.